so much for joining me on my program once again. I appreciate you wherever you're joining me from. I say good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Accept my greeting according to your time zone. If you have not subscribed to my channel, please kindly subscribe to my channel. Click the notification bell so that you'll be notified anytime I upload a video. You can be among the first to receive it. Then go to the comment section at all times. Leave your comment, drop your contribution. If you have suggestions, make it out there. If you have any criticism, put it down on the comment section. It will make us to get better, presenting you a better program. Thank you so much. Getting distracted is because you don't know how far the Biafran government in Exile have gone. You don't know how far they have gone. I pray that one day you will know. Then you will know what you have done to yourself. When you see and know and realize what Biafran people have gone, what the Biafran government in Exile have been able to achieve. If you know how far the Prime Minister or Biafran government in Exile have gone, you will have every cause to regret everything you are doing against him. He has put everything on the line. His career, his family, everything around him he has put on the line. Knocking on doors that seem impossible. And every of those doors is opening. Opening because he is working on the mandate of Chukwu Gabiam. This is a mission that he must accomplish. It is not his private business. In fact, he has left his own business to pursue the business of Biafran people. Freely, without being paid. Nobody is paying him. You are not paying him. I'm not paying him. Self-sacrifice. Instead of paying him, he is one using his own money, adding his own money to pursue whatever that needs to be pursued and make sure that he gets it done. How long shall we continue to focus on ourselves instead of focusing on where we are supposed to focus on? Enough of the distraction. Enough. Enough of the distraction. Every one of us have to wake up. Have to wake up and channel our energy to the right path. Channel your energy to the right source. The only thing we need today is redemption. Redemption, that is what we need. We need freedom. That is our collective interest of every Biafran, man and woman, child and old and young. Wherever you are. Our collective interest today is how we can be able to achieve our freedom. How we can be set free from captivity. How we can be set free from the hand of the enemy. Not until when we become free. There's nothing that you can be able to say. You cannot have self-respect. Until we become free, you cannot have security. You cannot have dignity. You will not be respected. Look at our brothers, the Israelites. Israel today, the Jews are respected today because they have a nation of their own. You don't talk to them anyhow. Wherever they enter, they are being respected. No matter your country, including in a Muslim country. Any place a Jew step into, they are respected. When they speak, you keep silent and listen. Why? It is because they have a home. They have a home. Not just having a home, a well-beautified home that has everything you can think of on the planet Earth. Their economy, stable. Their defense, stable. Their citizens. What else are you looking for? Until we build a standard nation, until we build our own nation, we have our own home. Until we have a country of our own, a place we can hit our chest. When they ask you where are you from, you say, I'm a Biafran. You say it with your head lifted high. You say it proudly that you are a Biafran. Until we have that, you will never have respect. Today, how many of you can boldly come to public and say you are a Nigerian? Even when you are using their traveling certificate. Even when you are using their traveling certificate, you will have it in your pocket. See it, you deny it. All these ones that are shouting one Nigeria, most of them, they dare not speak in the public and say that they are Nigeria. Most of them are claiming different countries. Some of them will claim a country as small as Cotonou. They say they are from Cotonou. Meanwhile, they have a Nigerian passport in their pocket. That is how bad it is. Who on this planet Earth can die for Nigeria? Nobody. Who on this planet Earth is patriotic to Nigeria? Nobody. Nobody, no single, including the late Muhammadu Buhari, he is not patriotic to Nigeria. That is why he doesn't care what happens. If you want to burn, let it burn. All the politicians you are seeing from A to Z, they are not patriotic to Nigeria. That is why you see them, they don't look back when they are defrauding you. When they are stealing your wealth, they don't look back. When they are stealing your wealth, they don't look back. They even borrow on your head. They borrow money and they steal that money. They don't care. They don't care what happens. None of them is patriotic. No single one of them is patriotic. Including all these ones shouting one Nigeria, one Nigeria. Which of them is patriotic to Nigeria? Give them the opportunity, they will steal. Put them in a position they will steal. Because that is the foundation I've been led. That is the standard. The only standard that is running in that country is a fraudulent standard. It's a foundation I've been led. That before ever you can attain any position in that contraction, you must be fraudulent. That is the system. This is in the system, and you cannot take it away from the system except you end it. End the contraction. When you end it, then every zone will re-establish a new strategy for themselves. That is what we are asking for. It is not that of hate. It's not because of resources. It is to save life of innocent people. It is to save our generation unborn. That is why we are doing what we are doing. That is why we are saying what we are saying. To save life. That is why we are setting the standard we are setting. To make sure that the zoological republic is being disintegrated, and then every zone we go back home and lay a new foundation. Lay a foundation upon which they can be able to stand. Lay a foundation. After laying that solid foundation, you lay that solid foundation. Later on, if you people still want to march together, there's no problem about that. It will be an agreement. If the Undiniable people agree to march with the Biafra, that is their business. They reach an agreement. If they want to march with the Arewa, reach an agreement. If you want to still come back as a nation, you can reach an agreement and come back together. But for the meantime, there is nothing you can build on this fraudulent and evil foundation and it will stand. It can never stand. It will not stand. It's just a waste of time and energy. And that is why we are calling the attention of the world to listen to us. That is why we are calling the attention of the world and waking the consciousness of people who are pretending that this contraption can never ever strive. It will not succeed. It doesn't matter how long you wait. It doesn't matter how long you pretend. It will never ever stand. It can never stand. The earlier you accept, the earlier you embrace the time that we are, the better for you. Time have passed when there's no more time, I can say, no more time to begin to distract yourself, begin to fight against your brother or your sister. No more time for that self-hate. No more time for that. Self-preservation is what we are supposed to engage in. If you know what you will do to preserve our new prime minister, Master Simon, do that. Support him with all your strength, with all your might. Every instruction he gives, follow it to the last. Every single instruction he gives is geared to the freedom of Mazen Nandekano, which is the coming of Biafra. I see people who are ignorant. You come out and you say, you don't know what we are doing. What are we doing? How are we going to free Mazen Nandekano? The way to free Mazen Nandekano have been stated out by our spokesperson and the new Prime Minister of Biafra government in Exile. How many have you done? How many? The civil disobedience have been lined up. If you can be able to hold those civil disobedience, I bet you in months, Mazen Nandekano will be out and you see Biafra. You will see Biafra. But all these instructions have been given and lined up. You are not following any. But what you do is every day you come and say, what are we doing? You are busy chasing shadow and thinking and looking for where you can find fault. May Chukwu Okabe have mercy on all of us and give us strength to listen to instruction and obey it and follow it. That is the only way. You are welcome, my beloved brother. Can you hear me?
Yeah, good afternoon from here, my brother.
You're welcome.
Yeah, good afternoon, Biafra all over the world. Thank you once again for joining us whenever you are. Today is another day we share and discuss how we are going to move forward and make things possible for us to get our freedom. Today is a great day in our life. We are alive today to witness it. May Chukwuka continue to bless each and every one of us and guide our leader and protect our spokesperson and the ESN and Omada. May Chukwuka continue to do us well, do us good in front of our enemy, so that our enemy will continue crying and weeping while we are making progress. Thank you once again, my brother. Although I was not able to join you from the beginning to get the foundation of your message today, but somehow so good. I know that your message is in order because Chukwuka always allowed you to give you message to give to the Biafra. I let for them to understand and to listen and use it to do something. I know many people are writing on the social media asking what are we doing to free our leader? Our leader is having something this and that in the DSS. What are we doing? And it marvels me so much that one of my so-called friends on Facebook that always campaigning for Igbo cultures and the other things he's saying about Igbo culture didn't understand what we are doing. That at this stage, what our internal leader was not able to achieve, what Wazike was not able to achieve, what our leader was not able to achieve when he was with DSS, that our spokesperson has done it. Did they know what is called Biafra government in Exile? I was on social media yesterday night. I come across where Polish people have their own in 1939 to 1990. I saw it. Polish. They have their government in exile. These people, you see, at times I've been asking myself, does these people have sense at all? You know, I don't blame them. They are, they are just feeding themselves with any kind of information they like. Anything that come across, they accept it, dissect it, and begin come out in public and talk nonsense. Therefore, government in exile have come to stay, and this is the force that we will be using to reach other world that are not well informed concerning our cry, concerning our suffering we are passing in the hands of Nigeria and British. This is the place that will be, if we are lodging information and writing to them, we'll be copying our office. Unlike when our leader was around. If we write, maybe want to write to UN, which address will we give? Which address? You ask when are we come to see you? Are they coming to Nigeria to see our leader in Nigeria? The answer is no. You must have somewhere outside where you will be sitting down, where you have some people that will be working with you, who will come there and negotiate and discuss with you. How can we help you? What are you lacking? Tell us what area do you want us to play in your struggle to make sure you get freedom? This is the most important thing that Chukwuka has done for us through IPOB autopilot by our Prime Minister, the good guy. So let them continue asking. They will continue. Honestly, I'm not expecting them to stop. Let them continue. I don't care who is asking, but our spokesperson has said it. This time around, we are not going to entertain or address their stupidity anymore. We will look focused. We will look forward concerning what we are doing, because fine now, we don't have time anymore. If we didn't get this freedom this year, my brother, I don't know how next year will be. I know many things have gone wrong even only this year, and this year is not yet over. Within just a few months, we just pass. Many things have gone bad, but somebody will sit in the midst of this evil thing, stay asking you, what have you done? Like say that person don't have sense, doesn't see anything. That even the Lai Mohammed himself, anytime he come to US, I would like our people to invite him to our government house there, so that we will sit down, we will entertain him, So if you come back to Nigeria, we will tell them what you see, what you saw in a very beautiful place like this in US, that we have our government, our building, and our flag is there flying. Is it not to show the people that those that are saying Biafra is dead? Biafra is not dead, Biafra is alive. And we have government, we have offices. So let them continue asking questions. This is the people that will continue hitting us, making us to continue moving forward. Because I believe to go care about if we don't have some people like that, I don't think that we can be able to move forward. There's another thing our people normally say in the village. They say, onye nzuzu na-eme ọha obi aṅụrị, onye gwa ka ọ ya agwọ, onye gwa ka ọ ga-agba bụrụ nwa na-ezuzu ezuzu, ọ bịa na-eme ndị ọha obi aṅụrị. That if a foolish person come they entertain people, they make them happy. So who person will go like making Pekin become that foolish person? We go come they entertain the villagers. So you see, let them continue. We know what we are doing. At least by the time our leader will come out, our leader will know that true, Chukwuka Abiyama was with him and is still with him till end. And they have not disappointed him, and they still assure him that this thing that your parents have paid the price is not in vain, and they can never be. So keep up, my brother. Thank you.
My brother, thank you so much. Thank you so much. I appreciate your contribution. Thank you so much. So my fellow Biafran that you're watching, any place you're watching from, please share the broadcast to your platform, share it to WhatsApp group, share it to any group that you belong in your own platform, share it so that people can be able to locate us where we are now. They are hindering us, but we cannot allow them to oppress us. We will not be discouraged. We continue to pass the message across until we get our freedom. Until we get our freedom. So as I was saying, we are in a time now, in a time that we are in now, is no longer a time for agitation. We have crossed the stage of agitation. We have crossed it. But some of us are not paying attention to time. Time is very important. Whatever you are doing, whatever you want to do, you must have a time frame. You must have a time frame in anything you are doing. That was why when Master Simon Ekpa came, he gave his own time frame. Master Simon Ekpa made it clear that he's not going to fight for Biafra for more than 5 years. You must have a target. You must have a target. Anything you are pursuing, you must have a target. Just like some of them are saying, they say Master Simon Ekpa gave a countdown. We gave countdown. After the countdown, what happened? Some came, they say we talk this, and after this, what happened? You are saying that because you are not paying attention, you are ignorant. If you're not ignorant, you can remember that in anything you are doing, you must have a time frame. Having a time frame is important. Even if you do not achieve what you want in that time frame, you can extend that your time. But that time frame gives you that authority, gives you that zeal to pursue what you're good, and you know that you are heading to somewhere. It will make you not to relax. The time frame has a role to play in anything you are doing. It doesn't mean that if you cannot be able to meet up to that time frame that you're a failure. It doesn't make you a failure. Not meeting up with the time frame doesn't make you a failure. It will only make you to gear up more. You can extend your time and you still pursue that time and you catch it up. It has happened on several occasions. Every one of you were there when they were talking about the Brexit. When the British were trying to exit from European Union, you see how they planned it. The British came out and they told us about their time frame. They gave the time frame when they are going to exit from European Union. The time frame, the first time they couldn't meet up the time frame. The second time they couldn't meet up the front, and they didn't stop. They didn't say because they didn't meet up it had failed. No, it's not a failure. They keep on pressing. They tried the first one, the first time frame, the second time frame, the third one, and they got it. That is how things have been done. So when you see we are giving our time frame of Biafra, we are pursuing that time frame by all means possible to catch up with it. And by the special grace of Chukwuka, we are going to meet up with our time frame and target. But even if we do not meet up with our time frame and target, we will continue to pursue it and we will catch it. And that is the same thing we expect every other group to be doing. Every other group, it doesn't matter whether you believe in Biafra, you don't believe in Biafra, whether whatever group you belong to, and you are in this struggle, whichever aspect or portion you are in, we are expecting that at this stage, at this particular point in time, that you have to focus on what you want and what you intend to achieve. Focus on that. Don't get distracted. Don't get distracted. Focus on what you intend to achieve and pray towards it that you might get it. Pray and pursue it. If you feel that the auto-collected IPOB under the new Biafran government in exile today, if you feel they cannot be able to get it and achieve it, why don't you get busy on your own? Pursue it in your own way. Have your own time frame and pursue it. Don't get distracted. Don't mind us on what we are doing. Do not mind the autopilot. Don't mind the Biafran government in exile. Focus on your own direction. Since you know within you, you are convinced that you have a direction, that you have a system, you have a way, you have a roadmap onto getting Biafra. Pursue it earnestly with your own time frame. Catch it up. If you get it before us, glory be to Chukwu Kabiama. We all meet in Biafra land. If we get it before you, all glory to Chukwu Kabiama. We meet in Biafra land. At the end of the day, Biafra land will be judged. Biafra land will be there to judge us what we have done in the course of pursuit of Biafra. Everything we have done in our part individually, in east, west, north, and south, whatever we have done in our own way, we will give account to it. We give account to every of our job, every of our effort. We give account to every single thing that we have done. It is not time for us to begin to chicken out or begin to behave abnormal or begin to attack each other or begin to become a distraction. And that is the most painful part of it. When you know that you have nothing to offer in this struggle, why must you stand as a stumbling block? Why? When you know you have nothing to offer, why do you have to stand as a stumbling block? There's no point being a stumbling block. Give way, let other people move on. If you know that everything you have in your brain have been exhausted, you have given it all, and you are now empty, there's no problem. We thank you for the contribution you have made in the past. Silently and quietly, pack up your bag of baggages and step aside. And let those who still have a lot of things loaded in their brain continue the pursuit. Let them continue the pursuit. Don't be a distraction. Don't be an obstruction. That is where the problem comes. You don't want to go out. You don't want to come in. You are standing in between. It is not allowed in this struggle. Even Chukwu Okabiama, he said that you cannot be lukewarm. In the presence of Chukwu Okabiama, you cannot be lukewarm. It's either you are hot or you're cold. You can't be lukewarm. You can't serve two masters. It's either you are in or you're out. But what you see today are people who are neither there or here. They are neither there or here. They are only there occupying space. And whenever you identify them and you tell them to give way, it becomes a problem. They now bring their true color and they come with their propaganda and blackmail and all manner of lies. They begin to push you, helter skelter, and begin to tell all manner of lies against you. These are the things we see on daily basis. These are the things we see on daily basis, on different grounds, on different angles. But how long shall we continue to tolerate this? How long shall we continue to permit all this kind of unnecessary words? How long shall we continue to permit such unnecessary actions, unnecessary things online? We cannot continue to permit that. We cannot. Time has come